a fast-rising young player is welcomed for the first time to a major league roster.
We have one more problem.
At least for today. His new skipper offers words of wisdom and inspiration as he prepares to make his debut appearance on the show's big stage.
There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, it's a compelling matchup of two division leaders between the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Chris Dunn makes his big league debut right after this. Chris Dunn steps on the rubber today for his first major league start. Dan, what do you got on him?
Well, I think the big key, Matt, is just going to be able to control the butterflies. You can only make your first start one time, and a lot of emotions, a lot of things are going through your mind when you're taking your warm-up pitches. Hopefully he can settle down, control that heartbeat, as they say.
Chris Dunn steps on the rubber today. First pitch of the at-bat. First of three here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike one. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They begin this series feeling pretty good about the way things have gone as they come in riding a four-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now. I mean, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead. You start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He's hit in 8 straight games right now. Talk about fun to watch. Putting together a single here, a double there, doing all the things you need to do to keep this streak alive.
J.D. Davis, the next to bat, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. A ball and a strike. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
D-Row, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
One out, nobody on. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Batting third.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. As he grounds one briskly to short. Seager has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good curveball there. Gets the swing and miss. Don has generated quite a bit of hype during his minor league career. And it wouldn't be too surprising if some of these opposing fans bought tickets primarily to see him pitch and maybe boo him in his debut.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Don makes his debut here as a September call-up amidst much anticipation. And assuming he lives up to the expectations, he could turn into a big piece of this rotation going forward.
Boy, you said that right, Matty. And I think the minor league players that get called up today, they're so much more experienced than they were, say, 10 or 15 years ago with all these games, the futures games and these minor league all-star games and showcase games. These guys are exposed to a lot more at an early age, and I wouldn't be surprised if he pitches really well in this one.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's take a look at Jock Peterson. He could probably play both corners, but his calling card is center field, where he can track down a lot of balls gap to gap and got a strong enough arm to throw guys out at the plate.
A ball and no strikes. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Count now, a ball and a strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. No score here as we play inning number 2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
The catcher, number 40.
As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Weekly hit to third. Turner over to his left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates.
Yoenis Cespedes.
First pitch on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
Popped him up. Turner has a tough play, but he ranges back to put it away for the first out. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. So one man gone for the Mets in the third, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover. Here's Juan Lagares.
Juan Lagares.
Bases are empty, one man out. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Standing in now, number 62. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike two.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Set to deal on 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Next for the Dodgers, Freddie Galvis. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
Galvis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Play ball.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Chris Don, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Don.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Cespedes is going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
Into the box, Corey Seager. Second at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in the leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat. An opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
And there's out number 2. So coming to the plate, Justin Turner, runner in scoring position with Sagan.
Justin Turner.
0-2. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Lagares is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Into the box now, J.D. Davis. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
Now a breaking ball, but it's low. And he takes a called strike 2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Popped him up. Rizzo is under it. 2 gone. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First pitch of the at-bat. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground is short. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in now, Cody Bellinger. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
The right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
First offering on its way. And a ball 1-0. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Next for the Mets, Peter Alonso. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. And now a pitch on the way. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. Down the first baseline. Rizzo was there. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there. He got him. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and next is the catcher Wilson Ramos. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Next up for Los Angeles, Chris Don. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. Hit to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. First game in the majors, and he's making his presence felt with his 2nd hit in as many at-bats. Impressive stuff.
Matty, what this guy's doing is unbelievable right here. The ability to slow the game down, his first big league start, and to be able to have 2 knocks this early in his career, that is huge.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
So striding forward now, Justin Turner. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
So stepping in, Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Cody.
Don, the runner at
Bellinger.
third. Seager on second. Turner at first. 2 out in the inning. This is pulled into right. Oh, and this deflects right off him. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as well.
Hey, even though we're in the middle of this one here, D'Lo, that's a big base hit and 2 RBIs to boot.
Yeah, you never know when it's going to come, Dan. But when you see runners in scoring position, you're up to plate, your eyes light up, and you have to come through for the team. Great at bat right now.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have the game.
No balls and 1 strike. Hopped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Galvis backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. 1 away now for the Mets in the 6th, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover. Here's Juan Lagares. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Next up for New York, number 62. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 62.
Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Now another 0-2. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Down in order go the Mets. They trail things here 2-0. Back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Ahmed Rosario. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first. Rizzo is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. Into the box now, J.D. Davis. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
J.D. Davis.
First offering on its way. Popped him up. Number 16 moving to his left. 2 gone. Stepping in, Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. And that misses 1-1.
1-1.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. So he was able to take it into the 7th, but the no-hit bid is going to end here with 2 out in inning number 7.
Boy, and Matty, this is when you start really thinking about a no-hitter once you get into the 7th. And it's hard not to look past getting through that last out, but D-Row, it just wasn't meant to be here with 2 outs in the 7th.
No, he's pitched a heck of a game, without question. You can't deny that. But this offense is going to stay on the attack. We'll see if this manager turns it over to the bullpen or allows this guy to finish it on his own.
Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. Stays alive, still 0-2. McNeil leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fouled off. And yet another out here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Mets lead 1. They're still down. It's 2-0.
7th inning stretch.
So here's the Dodgers
Leading
pitcher,
up for the
Chris
Dodgers.
Don. He doubled earlier and
pitcher,
carries a 2-for-2
Chris
line into this appearance.
Don.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is line to left. Cespedes arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Play ball. 3.
Ready for another shot now, Michael Conforto. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Don is working a real gem here in his major league debut. Any of his doubters won't have a lot to say, at least after this one.
1-1.
You'd like to see them get him out of here before he leaves with a bad taste in his mouth. He was really pretty much in control of this game for the first 5-6 innings, and as these pitches and innings have started to mount up, you can just see that he isn't quite as sharp, and he's not getting the swings and misses that he did early on in this game.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
2-2 pitch is fouled away.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Now another 2-2. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Now in the box, Wilson Ramos. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Ramos.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. 1 out, nobody on. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Ozuna giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Ripped down the first base line, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team.
Juan Lagares.
First pitch of the at-bat. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
And he falls behind 0-2. Hops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Galvis will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Stephen Clay will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 35. Stephen Clay.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 10 home runs, and he's driven in 24. The 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Bellinger moving forward, but this will land untouched. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He'll try again. 1-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Ahmed Rosario. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First offering on its way. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and a chance to tie it.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
The Mets down to their final strike. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a one-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant to be. That's baseball for you.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Los Angeles Dodgers get their 20th home win this year. Chris Dunn earns his first win of the season, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 17 men on base.
A major league pitching coach acknowledges a young newcomer on an early milestone accomplishment. A pitcher receives kudos from his coach after a memorable appearance.